everyone, this is Gary with your cards of the day, and once again I would just like to apologise for the lack of videos this week, but I've had a really difficult week which has made it pretty well impossible to record videos for most of it because of a lot of health problems in my family at the moment, so I do apologise for that. Now, today I've chosen to use 3 decks, one of which is a slightly older deck that I've had a while, and 2 are dark themed sort of gothic decks, which I must admit I've really kind of fallen in love with. So we have 2 cards in actual fact, because we had a jumper card as I was dealing with the deck from the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin. We have a card from the Gothic Tarot by Joseph Vargo. It's a beautiful, mysterious deck. And we actually have a card from the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels. And I've never been somebody who's particularly interested in, if you like, vampire mythology. But I have to say this deck is so beautiful that it's pretty well converted me. And our first card today is the Queen of Wands, which is this rather fabulous image here of a woman with a spear. She has a fire by the side of her, and a fox is present in the front of the card. Now this has the tagline of illumination, which really makes me feel like light bulb moments may well be happening. It's kind of having those times where things suddenly become clear, things that you didn't understand, didn't realise, weren't aware of, suddenly become clear. Not on an intellectual, logical kind of level, but more on an inspiration kind of level. It's like, in a sense, simply knowing something that you previously didn't understand or know, and suddenly you do. It's like it just suddenly becomes clear and you suddenly understand. And it does feel like this kind of cleverness, this kind of discernment that suddenly will become clear to us. The fox itself seems to indicate that to me, because we have an animal there that is very clever and very astute as well. So watch out for those moments of sudden inspiration and sudden clarity today. Now, moving to our second card, this kind of backs up the feeling, because what we have here is strength. Now, interestingly, in Joseph Vargo's deck, strength and justice are number-wise reversed. We have strength as 11, and we have justice as 8. And the 11 in particular stands out to me because this is a master number and deduces to 2, which suggests to me here that our strength lies in our intuition, in our ability to know things, to intuit things, to feel things strongly. It does feel like we are going to have to be strong, we are going to have to be determined, and keep that, if you like, that wellspring of commitment and conviction within us as well. And one other thing that occurs to me, and this is, as I put the card down, this is occurring to me from both cards here. We have a human character and we have an animal character in both cards, which suggests to me that what we have is a synthesis of the civil, the human, the societal in a way, and we have the wilder, animal, instinctive, intuitive side, and it's blending those 2 energies and those 2 sides together that will ultimately make us strong and will bring that light of knowing into us. Now, our third card, which is from the Tarot of Vampires, is this rather graphic image of the Hanged Man. This is probably the most graphic and gory card in the deck, actually. But the feeling here very much is one of there are things that we have to accept that we cannot move forward. It's about acknowledgement, it's about acceptance. A word I'm not terribly fond of, but sort of applies here, is almost surrender. We have to surrender to those things we cannot change, that we cannot move. And also, I'm very drawn to the cross in the background, which says to me we also have to have faith. We have to believe that things will progress as they are supposed to, and that they will get better. And that in itself is a great strength for us. Also, the symbol of water is visible on this cross. I'll try to bring this closer. There we are. The inverted triangle. So it's on an emotional level as well. It's about keeping very calm, keeping very centered, and just letting things happen as they are meant to, and believing that they will. And our final card, which was our jumper card, is the Knight of Swords, and this interestingly backs this up, because the card actually has the tagline of change. And the sense here is that this is on the mental level. This is obviously a suit of swords, so air. There are things that we would look to change, that we would wish to change. But sometimes you have to accept that you can't. There's nothing you can do about it. So the only thing you can change are things that are within your power to change. And in this instance, it's our thoughts, it's our way of thinking, way of perceiving things, way of looking at things perhaps, that we have to change and adapt to the situation that we find ourselves in. So if we do a quick recap on these, it's kind of interesting. We start out with the Queen of Wands, giving us that light bulb moment, that spark of inspiration, illuminating things that were perhaps not clear before, that were a little bit foggy or misty. Suddenly we have that light, that understanding coming to us. Then we have the Strength card, reminding us to stay strong, stay focused, but also to blend our intuition into things. Blend the more humane, civilized side with the more animalistic instinct side. To use our intuition, and in that lies our strength. And indeed, it is our more intuitive side that is likely to bring us these light bulb moments, this inspiration. We need to listen to that as a whole. We also need to accept that there are some things that we simply cannot change. And we need to accept that, we need to acknowledge it, and we need to, in a sense, surrender to it. Trying to keep our emotions calm and have faith that things will ultimately turn out as they are supposed to. And in that, we need to change our perception and change the way we look at things, so that we really try to affect only those things that we actually can have an effect on, and just, in a sense, let go of the things that we cannot change. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the day, and this somewhat darker look at the energies around us. As always, please feel free to leave me some comments and let me know how these themes interact with your day today. I would also be very interested to hear if anyone else has had quite a rough week this week, or whether it's kind of just me. It'll be certainly interesting to hear. As always, please feel free to also check out my website, www.theseerscave.webs.com, for more information about myself, my tools, and the readings that I offer. I want to wish everyone a really happy, peaceful, calm, restorative and blessed day today, whatever you choose to do. And love, light, blessings and frith to you all.